And today we're reacting to Bangladesh, the most toxic country in the world. This is a new type of video on this channel. I'm like bringing all the videos that I like to watch on this channel. And I'm excited to watch these with y'all on stream. So make sure y'all pull up to the Twitch stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, about 5 or 6 p.m. And anything like history, animal, like related, like I just love watching stuff like that because like I just have so much to say. You feel me? And it seems like y'all rock with them too. Y'all rock with the commentary on those. So y'all keep sending to me, and y'all been doing a great job of sending me those videos on my IG at Astral Dior. Astral Dior, if you want to send those to me as well. That being said, let's get to it.
Bangladesh, the most polluted country in the world.
Good God.
The worst air quality.
Bro, you really gotta think like, you know, I ain't never been out the country. You know what I'm saying? I know places are beautiful. I know this isn't. I'm not ignorant to the point where I feel as if these places don't have a beautiful part of them. But boy, do they do a great job of capturing this not looking its best. This look at this, the smog that's just polluting the city, and the trash thing we just saw. There's nowhere I could walk by right now that looks like this.
Worst air quality globally. Breathing in these particles can reduce the life expectancy of its inhabitants by up to 7 years. Every day, 350 tons of garbage are dumped into its rivers, and drinking the water is like consuming poison.
Yeah, that wouldn't even, I couldn't even fathom. Couldn't fathom what the type of paralysis and fucking what's the word, guys? And paralyzing properties that water has
due to its high levels of chemicals and arsenic. The noise in the cities is so extreme that many people suffer from permanent hearing loss. The meat consumed here absorbs all the metals in the air, becoming a source of diseases for humans. What you're looking at right now was once a river. Today, we're going to witness the damage that humans can cause to the planet in the most toxic and polluted country on Earth. We are in Bangladesh, specifically in Dhaka, the most densely populated city on the planet, with areas that can have up to 150,000 inhabitants in 1 square kilometer. I must say, I visited many polluted places around the world, such as India or Lahore, which is considered.
What is this? Okay, so this is the scraps. Look at the ground.
The most polluted city in Pakistan.
Jesus
but
Christ.
I have never seen anything like this. Here, the entire country is contaminated. The most shocking part is that what is visible to the naked eye is not the most dangerous. The garbage is actually the least of the problems. The real crisis.
There's no way. And it's crazy because this nigga speaking a whole different language. They don't even know he over here just fucking slandering they spot. This is the dirtiest place in the world. This shit is so dirty. And niggas is out here living like this every day. What are they advertising? Umbrellas? What is this advertising? Anybody know? And then what is gentleman? What is this?
This is the toxic chemicals in the water and the particles in the air. What's in the air? Breathing in the city, you can feel something dense entering through your nose. And it's the mixture of smoke, coal that's in the air from heavy metals, dust, and all the pollution. Here are the highest levels of air pollution in the world. They are 15 times worse than those
Look at this nigga's lens.
Recommended by the World Health Organization. It is estimated that breathing for 1 day in this city is equivalent to smoking about 25 cigarettes.
No fucking way. There's just no way. I don't want to believe that's how niggas is living, bro. So you telling me, as a person that's never smoked a cigarette in their life, if I come breathe for a day in Bangladesh, it's like I'm smoking 25 fucking Newports. This is crazy.
Places like these, there are no precise studies, but it could be equivalent to 40 or 50 cigarettes. Seriously, your nose starts to hurt from how dense the air is. I want to see if you yourselves can appreciate in the distance something that looks like mist, which can no longer be clearly seen at the very end. That is the smoke mixed with dust and everything that I'm talking about. That's what we are breathing right now. The particles in the air are 30 times finer than a human hair and are loaded with heavy metals such as arsenic, lead, mercury, cadmium, and more. The old, poorly maintained engines running in the city also contribute to the pollution.
Just not helping. At this point, they like, you know how people be trying to like take steps and do certain things to, you know, help the environment, and they're like, yo, look, bro, there's nothing we can do. This shit is over. There's nothing we can do. This shit is over. Add to it. Did the boat fucking add some more smoke out here? You know what I'm saying? Add some more of that.
Emitting hydrocarbons, black carbon, sulfur dioxide, and other pollutants. These particles penetrate the lungs and enter the
blood, guys,
causing respiratory, cardiovascular, and even cancer diseases.
Right.
Studies indicate that the inhabitants of Dhaka live on average 7 years less due to pollution. Brick factories.
Nigga walking down the street with a bunch of chickens. You ain't never seen that before, huh? Bunch of dead chickens. A nigga walk by you with a bunch of dead chickens. Unless you live in rural, whatever country or state y'all live in, you ain't never seen this. 6 chickens.
Brick factories are one of the main causes of air pollution in Dhaka.
Okay.
It is estimated that 7,000 brick factories across all of Bangladesh produce 23 billion bricks. And to prevent the authorities from interfering, it is said that they bribe them to avoid any type of regulation. As a result, these massive kilns burn wood, coal, and other fuels to produce bricks. And as you can see, everything goes directly into the
air
without any type of filter. They are responsible for roughly 60% of the air pollution in Dhaka. This also affects the food people consume. Meat sold in open-air markets absorbs all.
That don't look like, bro. I'd imagine if I ate this shit, I'd be destroyed. I wouldn't even be able to move after eating this fish. But what's wrong, bro? You all right? No, on my last leg because I consumed some damn street fish, some random street knife fish. The knife blade ain't been cleaned since forever, and it don't matter if it get clean because when the air gets a hold of it, the shit dirty up anyway.
All the particles in the air. Vendors wash the meat with water contaminated with arsenic and other chemicals. Additionally, the lack of refrigeration encourages the growth of bacteria like salmonella, while flies deposit bacteria and parasites.
Look at this. Flies just feasting. Flies gonna get some first. The food that you eat, flies gonna eat some of that first before you even get a taste of it.
The high temperatures make the meat spoil quickly, generating toxins. This leads to food poisoning and severe gastrointestinal infections in people. I have never seen anything like this in my life. The butcher shop is an entire meat market right next to the train tracks and in the middle of traffic, practically in the heart.
Jesus Christ. This is crazy.
Of the city. Unbelievable.
So when the train comes through, everybody move?
Here is the market, and right in front of it are the metal bars that separate it from.
Wow, and nobody moves. The train coming. The train coming through, honking the horn is an alert. Hey, get off the tracks. Once we get by, y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. Make this fish dirt food y'all want. And I'm not trying to disrespect, you know what I'm saying, but it's just what it is. I'm seeing it's what are we seeing? This is fish dirt. Like the dirt is clearly, you got train track dust flying on the food, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful because this is what's going on. We seeing it. I'm not being disrespectful. We watching right here with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting culture, nigga. I'm not even disrespecting. I'm just speaking what's going on.
The train tracks. People on top of the train.
I'm pushing through these videos. I got loud shit going on.
There are people who don't move when the train passes, who are working in the middle of the track.
Nigga, look. Look how the train drives by your shrimp. Look. Train particle, dust, fall, and all on your shrimp. Come buy shrimp. We got shrimp over here. Train shrimp. That's how I'd advertise it.
This can't be. Look, I can almost touch it. Once the train passes, everything goes back to normal, and those who can't get a space off the tracks, they are installed on the tracks.
He watching to make sure not too much dirt get on his shit. He don't want that much dirt falling on his shit. Or maybe you add one for extra dirt.
There are people on the train tracks doing business, and they don't even move when the train passes. One of the biggest problems that has occurred, it's the contamination of drinking.
That's impressive. You see, he ran with that one on his head.
Not the
river,
was impressive. The drinking water, the piped water. It turns out that in the 1970s and 80s, they drilled hundreds of thousands of wells to avoid surface contamination. So, they dug wells and realized much later that approximately 20% of all the wells were contaminated with arsenic, a mineral that affects the nervous system, causes skin cancer, lung diseases, and so on. What was initially done with the intention of improving people's quality of life ended up killing thousands.
No.
And it is said that even now, some few people have no option but to continue using these wells. This is considered the greatest mass poisoning of all time. The problem with the water is so severe that I'm finding that not even the local people drink water from the tap. Unlike in other countries where, when the water is contaminated, the body gets used to it and they can keep drinking.
Oh, so this place, no, we can't even get used to this shit. Is that poison?
I'm told that very few people do, practically only the poorest. They are the ones who have to adapt to taking that poison, which the government takes from the water tap. They filter it, remove the arsenic, the chemicals, and sell it like this. This costs 30 takas, which is about 25 cents of a dollar.
That whole shit costs 25 cents?
110 colognes, 18 liters that can even be found on the street. This is how people access better water. If one day you ever feel completely, really tangled up, stuck, not knowing how to get into the work, remember this man fixing it. The city's telephone lines.
Wow.
One of the main causes of the extreme pollution
that shit just exposed like that
in this country is that it has one of the worst sewer systems in the world. Between 80 and 90% of all waste falls directly into the river without any treatment.
No way,
and it is estimated that every day in the rivers of Dhaka, 350 tons of toxic waste. Here we are seeing all the sewage of the city fall, all the fecal waste, the feces, urine, and medical waste produced by 20 million inhabitants fall directly into—
Just going straight into the shit. Just going straight into this shit. Boom. What's up? Nothing you could do about it. Nothing we gonna do about it. We can't do nothing about it. This shit too far gone. Sorry. All this toxic waste, bro. This is crazy. You know the scent? You understand the scent is probably more than unbearable?
To the river without any treatment. And yet this is not the worst. Bangladesh is the second largest textile industry in the whole planet.
Oh, really?
Dhaka is a giant textile factory. And all the chemicals, surfactants, detergents, dyes, and metals they use like lead or chromium all go into the river without treatment.
So we got lead, chromium, arsenic, shit, piss water, trash water, I forgot to mention, plastic, right? You know what I'm saying? This is the type of water you put your finger in, you pull it out, and it's just skeleton. You just gonna see, you put whatever piece of skin, body in there, you pull it back out, you know, some cartoon shit. It's literally your hand is just a skeleton. Or you fully submerge your body and you come back out and you are some type of, in this case, you're not coming out a superhero. You're definitely coming out some type of evil villain. You're not gonna come out superhero coming in and getting in this toxic waste. Not this one. You're gonna be the evilest. You're not gonna look good either.
We are in what is supposed to be the cleanest area of all Dhaka, the modern part,
all Dhaka,
where the rich people live, which is said
see, this is what I'm saying. Let me see something nice.
To be a bit more satiated, and where the government cleans more, because there are embassies and companies.
So a lot of
and
trash
even so,
on
see how we can find a park. And the most striking thing is that if we approach this pond, which is the largest in all of Southeast Asia, in the past, it was used for a king that lived here to bathe his elephants. We see how pipes coming from
This is sickening. Nigga, as a king, right? As you know how I mean, at this point, maybe it just felt too far gone, but you know how selfish you gotta be as a king to see the state of your country like this.
Factories in the city fall here, releasing tubes that land here. and see the reactions that chemicals cause as they mix in the water. Bubbles are coming out of the pond. Maybe you, like me, wonder if there is garbage collection in this city, if the government does anything to clean the city. And yes, it exists. We just saw those responsible for collecting this, for cleaning the city.
They probably don't pay that. They can't pay that much. So it's like, they don't. That should be one of the highest paying jobs in the city. I know, where's the money gonna come from? I don't know, but that should be one of the highest paying jobs in the city.
But it turns out that the culture, the habit of throwing trash on the street, is so ingrained in people here that it is.
Oh, well, shit. Well, hey, god damn it. Y'all niggas, at this point, y'all niggas don't want to live right. The culture, it's just so ingrained. Nah, hell nah, bro. We don't do that. Hey, no more throwing trash, bro. If we see you throwing trash on the ground, I know, shit, we can't really fine you, but we gonna whoop your ass. That just need to be the punishment. We gonna come through, we see trash get thrown. If we see you throw that trash on the ground, we gonna whoop your ass. Now, I know that's not the most effective, you know what I'm saying, because we can't see you. Like sometimes you're gonna be somewhere we ain't gonna be able to see, but if we do a mass ass whooping throughout this shit, batons and all, police brutality shit, you feel me? Beating niggas ass for throwing trash on the ground. I mean, we might get some shit done though.
It's impossible
Dior
to clean it all up. This is just from today. This is only from what has happened today. And here you can find, I saw a cow's leg. I saw meat that was just thrown out. So that spreads viruses and germs. And also, there are people living in these holes we see behind here.
What?
Just now, I saw people coming out who live next to one of the thousands or millions of landfills in the city. The smell emanating from them is unbearable. It makes you want to vomit just walking by here.
Yeah.
We can see in very small businesses, like these little kiosks behind, that there is always trash in front from what people buy. Anyone who buys a bag of bread or some snack eats it and immediately throws it on the ground. It's part of the culture.
Hey, see, just like that. Hey, wouldn't even yell, hey, you see that? I know it's like, damn, nigga, like, I know you used to look around, it's like, nigga, this one piece of trash, nigga, ain't gonna fix anything. But if we all get together and whoop somebody, if the police rode around, the crime, we keep doing crime shit, but we add one of the main things as the police department. If we see niggas throwing that trash on the ground, we get out and we give them one that they ain't never gonna forget. Leave them still able to walk and shit, but we taxing that ass. Hi, hush. You feel me? That's for leaving that trash on the ground. We do a mass city. We let the city know, like, hey, this is what we doing. This is the new thing and that we got going on. We try to clean the city up. If we see trash on the ground, we whooping your ass.
Sure. All the trash that comes from these small shopping centers is simply thrown here in the ditch. People take it out of their place, so it doesn't bother them there, and just throw it in the ditch. It's normal to find the ditches completely covered in the city of so much garbage, but it's okay. Life goes on as normal. Even here alongside, there are sales of fruits, food, and all kinds of products. It's okay. I can't believe that the most sensitive area, the one they should take the most care of, is the worst I've seen of. In fact, it is the largest garbage dump we have found in the city. The riverbank. It doesn't.
You really gotta not give a fuck to live out here and also smoke cigarettes.
It doesn't make sense what we are seeing here. This is what a canal in the middle of the city looks like.
Dog looking for food.
In fact, they don't stop dumping more garbage. It's already just like a public dump.
Look,
everything you see here is
everybody's
trash
just throwing piss and shit out.
What was once a river. And we notice it because right at the...
Bro, imagine you walking in this shit and somebody throw their piss and shit out on you. I'm gonna have to come up there. I gotta come find your house. What house was that? That was floor, second floor. I gotta come find your crib.
Very end, there is still a little water running towards the Buriganga River. The most important in Bangladesh. The rivers are just like dumps. People come up and throw away whatever trash they have to dispose of. In these kinds of videos, I don't like to exaggerate. I like to tell you the reality of what I'm seeing. There are areas here in Bangladesh where not even a mask can filter the amount of smoke and things in the air. And there are areas like this one where my eyes are watering. I can't even see
anxiety, bro,
because of the number of particles in the air. This is one of the most affected by pollution in Bangladesh.
I would be so overstimulated the way this nigga talking, bro. I couldn't bear this shit. Nah, not how he talking.
What we are seeing is not a channel nor a pipe. This completely black water you see here is the Buriganga River, the most important river in the whole country.
This shit black,
he is already biologically dead. It is one of the most polluted in the entire planet. We are going to take a boat to navigate it. Even the traffic on the water is crazy. Look at this ferry leaving alongside us without any kind of control. This other one, and we are going to move it forward. I don't know if we are going to stop or not. This is one of the most important ports in the south of Asia. So there are hundreds of ferries that when they stop, they throw all their garbage into the river. They don't even care.
Sweep that shit off. Shit is crazy, bro. This is wild, bro. Niggas is blessed, man.
For putting it somewhere else. And
now,
also,
like, you know, when people be like, yo, I can't get out of my, like, bro, like, play, because as an American, right, you know, and I know in a lot of countries, you know, what I'm about to say also applies, but like in America, you could be dead broke, bro, and you could come up and figure this shit out, bro. Like, you could come up and make this shit happen and be a millionaire. Feel me? A situation like this, bro, I don't know how one makes it out of this. Like, if you born and raised, let's say you dirt poor in this shit, how do you get out of this? I don't know, bro. I do not know. I really don't.
So, I don't know if you can see what they were telling you because of the sun's reflections, but the water is completely black. It's because the river is biologically dead. That means there is no life here, no fish. Many years ago, fishermen lived off the fish they caught here. But now, look at this. It's all pollution. Maybe there are some microorganisms around, but nothing that could feed those who lived off the river. All the fecal waste that reaches the pipes, the sewers, or the city's large canals ends up here. Everything ends up falling here. Chemicals from all untreated factories. This is what they have left. We are discovering that there are people living on the boats. It is a means of work and the only space in the city they have to live. So they live their lives here, bathe in this water, which is the only one they have access to, and relieve themselves. All here in the river. In the city, apart from all the pollution we have seen, there is a type of pollution. What is invisible pollution? You might already be hearing it. It's pollution. Acoustics. Noise levels so high that they cause progressive and irreversible damage to the ears, and also keep people at high stress levels. And that can also make them react aggressively in everyday situations. For this reason, street ear cleaners exist. And they have a lot of work, partly because people think they have earwax, but actually they are hard of hearing. Something very curious and striking is that at first glance, it seems that it no longer affects them. It's like they've already adapted to the pollution.
Damn, driving all through this shit. He ain't waiting for shit, huh?
Very few people, like him, can be seen wearing masks, showing they care a bit. A little because of what happens. However, it is estimated that about 270,000 people die each year in Bangladesh due to pollution. And almost 50% are children who are the most affected.
Hell no, I hate that, bro. I hate, y'all know me. If y'all know me, I do not like anything about kids getting hurt, bro. That shit pains me, bro. I hate that shit. Damn it. This is a horrible situation. Look at this light. Look at this. I just know that's just waiting for some shit to... If maybe don't get lightning strikes like that or something. What's the weather, natural disasters here? Do they have that, or is this enough? I pray this is all that they have to worry about. They don't got to worry about nothing else. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. I got a headache. Like the video, sub up, comment, the bench for the channel. I appreciate y'all. Great for